All right, so today we're going to talk about Bowen therapy, and it's an overview on what it is, what it can help, how it's performed, how does it work, and what conditions and problem can help it. So, what if your body is smarter than you think? And that's the premise I have. And the power of Bowen first therapy is that sometimes we don't have to think through what to do. We give the body information and the body takes over. So, what is Bowen therapy? Well, first of all, it's a gentle cross fiber manipulation that's done on orchestrated spots across the body. It resets the autonomic nervous system and enables the body's innate healing capacity to take place. Now, during a treatment, major relay points along the nervous system are activated sequentially, and rest periods throughout the treatment allow the nervous system to send signals throughout the body. And the patient often feels energy, blood flow, and sensations during these pauses. And that's because it's not so much a do it therapy as an undo it. Allow the body to reset itself. Now, why do we not heal from pain so many times, right? Well, either we have not addressed the cause, the body is stuck in the pain loop, or we do not have the necessary nutritional substrate, right? We have to feed ourselves properly for the body to use the nutrients and do something with them, right? We believe the problem is purely physical, which is another issue. And we believe that the problem is purely mental or emotional. And the truth of the matter is that it's always a combination of everything. Because we are mind, body, and spirit, we are one, and all our cells reflect that. And the other thing is we're unaware of the factors that may be influencing results, which can easily be our environment and our thoughts, and also the way we treat ourselves. So, what does Bowen therapy do? And it's a pain-free healing methodology, right? So it stimulates cellular communication, helps with detoxification and elimination. It stimulates blood circulation, stimulates lymphatic drainage, restores proper posture and alignment, releases dysfunctional pain loops, softens scar tissues, and repositions the TMJ joint, which is the temporomandibular joint, restores sleep patterns, improves digestion, decreases impact of anxiety and trauma, increases energy, and restores well-being. So it is the activation that allows the nervous system to switch on new neural pathways and to prune these dysfunctional pain loops. And ultimately, it's the intracellular communication system that becomes more organized and functional, and it improves circulation, which allows more nutrients for healing and removal of waste from injured areas. And therefore, it also facilitates tissue repair through microvascularization. So if the fascia starts to work and circulation is possible, then the body knows how to heal. Now, how is a Bowen therapy session performed? Well, typically the client lies down to start with and only turns around one time. It involves the whole body with gentle moves and periods of integration so that the body can respond and reset during these pauses. The client can stay clothed, and it's not, again, a more is better. It's definitely less is better therapy. So it's done once a week, and typically 3 treatments with then a little break and a further assessment on the 4th or 5th visit, which for many, many, many conditions, that is enough to reset the body. And it's suitable for infants and elderly as well. So how does it work? So there's many proposed mechanisms. One is through the autonomic nervous system which rebalances. And part of this is done through Ruffini corpuscles. The stretch reflex is also involved in the Golgi spindle nerve cell receptors. It also works through joint proprioceptors, lymphatic drainage, fascia release, the relaxation response, and follows certain acupuncture points and meridian lines, which are very aligned with fascial lines. And to talk a little bit more about the relaxation response, this is achieved through specific actions of the mechanoreceptors. And we're really talking also about the impact on the vagus nerve. And this activation of the secondary respiratory mechanisms through healthy maintenance of the pumping action of cerebrospinal fluid. So healthy positioning of the sphenoid, thus maintaining optimal function of the pituitary responsible for the secretion of these 9 essential hormones. So with Bowen therapy, though we work through the body, it impacts many, many layers because structure governs function. And so when you get the structure in proper alignment, and the body is no longer holding tension, then all of our systems and hormones start working more optimally. Bowen first restores parasympathetic function, and this relieves these symptoms through reducing sympathetically maintained muscle contraction. So for those of you who know about the autonomic nervous system, it is only in parasympathetic function that the body can heal. And when we have pain, our muscles tend to contract, and these are sympathetically maintained muscle contractions. So spasm and inflammation, which are healthy, normal, immediate responses to an injury, often remain long after and become the problem itself. And the parasympathetic portion is reciprocally restored, increasing blood and lymph flow, feeding undernourished tissue, and reducing inflammation. So basically, by allowing the parasympathetic system to function optimally, the body knows how to restore itself. And it facilitates pain elimination because the objective is to remove held patterns of pain and physiological dysfunctions by restoring the structural integrity of the body. Bowen First is a process that enables self-regulation. Pain is the result not only of an original cause, but of the many defensive posturings the body takes to compensate for the original injury. And the key is to untangle this pain web of compensatory feedback loops. And everyone who has experienced how the body tries to help, first, it will protect the area that's been injured. And often it's this protection that stays way longer than necessary, which starts causing its own problems. So Bowen First facilitates whole body healing. So outside of pain caused by injury, pain in the body is often the end result of emotional trauma, post-traumatic stress syndrome, anxiety, depression, OCD, etc. Even heartache and fear lodge in the body and can be released through the body. So the key is to untangle this pain web and all compensatory feedback loops. So we are not broken. We just sometimes have our wires crossed. And here's an image demonstrating that point. And the other thing is you cannot heal in fear. And so when our bodies are stuck in this fight, flight, or freeze mode, it is impossible for our bodies to also heal, or even for our immune system to function optimally. So we are pretty dysfunctional when we are in this fear. And when pain is associated to trauma, there are numerous other health conditions that can be attributed to the autonomic nervous system becoming frozen in this state of protection. So let's not forget that the autonomic nervous system regulates the digestive system through the enteric nervous system, our detoxification pathways through our liver, kidney, and skin, and our respiratory and circulatory systems, right? So basically, the autonomic nervous system regulates all these internal functions, which is why it's super important to help the body go into parasympathetic so it can do what it can do best, which is to start healing. Bowen First Therapy brings consciousness to the healing process and uses the body as a vehicle so we get unstuck. And that is why I have always said, let's do Bowen first, hence the name Bowen First, because if we work with the body as opposed to work on the body, we really allow the body to relax, then we can establish what else may need to be worked on. So for me, it's Bowen first, all the way. We do Bowen first, and then we see maybe the body needs more nutrients. Maybe we have thoughts that we need to deal with in other ways. Maybe we have beliefs that don't sustain better health and wellness. Maybe we're in an environment that really doesn't support us. Maybe we aren't kind and loving to ourselves. So yes, many other things are factors that affect our well-being. But if we do Bowen first, it's like, okay, body, tell us what's up and do what you can, do your magic, because the body is programmed to heal. So I was talking a little bit about fascia. If I look at fascia as physiological internet of connectivity, it literally circulates biological, chemical, and emotional information throughout the entire body so that our body can repair. And this fascia is like the connective tissue, the matrix, sort of akin to bubble wrap, protecting us from head to toe. And unfortunately, what was taken out in many surgeries because at the time, it was not understood how vital and important this organ, this fascia, actually is. And Dr. Robert Schlepp says fascia is on the short list of the most important organs for survival. And here is a heart dissection done by a colleague of mine in the UK. The truth is that the whole of us needs healing, and especially to release trauma, because the truth is that the body stores memories, the body never lies, and the body is programmed to heal. And most importantly, the body knows it is safe to heal with Bowen therapy because it's gentle, it's less is more, it's highly effective, and it puts you into that deep state, parasympathetic state, so that the body can do its magic. It enhances healing, and that's the bottom line. So this therapy can be an addition to many other practices in healthcare, and it can also be a standalone therapy, as well as a simple version of this for families to do at home to really help the body stay relaxed and deal with stress in a very positive way. So thank you for listening. My name is Dr. Manon Bolliger. You can get more information at bowencollege.com. There's a number to reach us, and otherwise by email, support@bowencollege.com. Thank you so much for your attention.